Hello, my lovely friends. It's Marta here. I'm super happy for today's video because I have genius hack to share with you. But before we get there, let me just show you this absolutely beautiful mandala. This is one of the design made by my lovely friend Monika, and she is celebrating her first 500 subscription on her YouTube channel. So I wanted to share with you a little bit of the project she created and designed for you, and she's also having the fabulous giveaway. So check on the link is in the description area, and please have a look on her channel because she is absolutely brilliant crafter. She is coming with so many different ideas, and I absolutely love her videos. I love her energy. She's such a kind and cheerful person that I'm guaranteed to you that you're gonna have a good fun if you just have a look on her videos, and you're not gonna regret it. Now, my friends, the designs Monika prepared, there's a 6 printable pages with different mandalas. Some of them are even color. I only showed you the one design because I don't want to spoil the surprise, as I mentioned. And today I'm gonna be making a card out of this mandala. As you know me, I'm always in a rush. I'm just fighting with the clock all the time. And I've decided that instead of coloring this beautiful image, I just went on a shortcut and I just printed on one of my printable backgrounds. So this way the image is halfway colored through and I don't have to worry about, like, giving the color to it. However, I think that this mandala is just great for creating so many different looks. You could play with the alcohol markers, with so many different things. Watercolor paints, that will be just looking amazing. And one more thing I wanted to say about these mandalas, I was actually planning to print it on my different printer. I do have an ink printer, which is EcoTank printer, and I also have laser printer. And if you have a foil machine and you will print it on a laser printer, or even take it to the local shop for them to print, because vast majority of the commercial printer, they are laser printer, you could put the hot foil on top of it, and that's just gonna be fabulous. So I really encourage you to grab these free mandalas because they are amazing. Now, I've started from making A5 size card, which I've scored A4 card in half, and then I use some of my papers just as a background, and now I'm cutting a little bit of the white paper to go on the front. And as you can see, I am aiming to create this nice chunky purple border all around. I also add a little bit ink to my mandala because the paper I've used, the design paper I used, it was a little bit less colored than I thought it will be looking through on this mandala. So I add a couple extra drop of inks, you could see it. Now I'm using very old embossing folder. This is from Creative Expression. I think it's called Eternity. I can't remember, and I'm not sure if this one is still available, but anything will be working fine as long as you will get some lovely texture. And now I also grab a few extra bits. You can see I've got the chipboard quotes, some other elements from my other collection from the spring awaiting, and I think the heart is from one of my freebies. I will list everything down below in the description area in case you are curious what did I use. But one thing I want to tell you, I was starting to assembling my card, and then I was looking for a foam tape. And for those who watch my videos, you do know I love dimension, and I just use up tons of the foam tape, and it's just a ridiculous amount. I am going through, one roll of tape every week, and I came up with something. And I'm just like, wow, Marta, why did you not thought about this earlier? I had this very old roll of the wallpaper, which has this bubbly structure. It's very lightweight, and it's very, very inexpensive, because if you go to the wallpaper store, this kind of a textural wallpaper will cost you like £10 or something. So that will be equivalent of the one roll of the foam tape, but this will last you forever. And as you can see here, I am adding a little bit of the tape, a little drop of the glue on my embossed panel, and then I am placing it on top of this wallpaper. And I'm just thinking like, wow, I have this wallpaper in corner of my room. I've been kicking it all over the place like so many times, and never ever I thought that this thick wallpaper could serve me instead of the foam tape. So if you have anything like that, have a look, check, because this will potentially save you so much money, especially that nowadays everything is getting more expensive. So the foam tape, uh, the amount of the foam tape you will use up, you will just use a fraction of the wallpaper. And many stores, many wallpaper stores will allow you to get some free samples, so you can even go and test for yourself. And you can see here I have this lovely dimension just by putting a scrap piece of the wallpaper underneath. Now I'm gonna be finishing the rest of my card with the foam tape, with the regular foam tape. And here I had this sad disappointment when I grabbed my hot glue gun and it was unplugged. So it doesn't matter, either I'm using the hot glue or a liquid glue, any other type of the adhesive to secure those foam tapes, because these are from the hardware store, and the quality of the glue is, it's not gonna be lasting, and with some time I'm just scared that it's gonna be fall apart. That's why it's always a good idea to secure your tapes with a drop of the liquid glue or a hot glue. It doesn't really matter. Now, my friends, if you're watching up till this point, please say hi in a comment and let me know if you have been visiting Monika, if you know her channel before, have you seen any of her videos, and definitely say hi, say where are you watching from, what's the weather like on your side. We are just approaching the spring week, this first week actually, first time I'm having a good weather. So you can see here that sun is shining on my desk, so if it's getting a little bit difficult for you to watch sometimes, then apologies for that. And here is my beautiful card. I'm just gonna be finishing it with a few little details. As always, I like to add a little bow, and I do prefer adding the string instead of the ribbon, because sometimes I think that the ribbon is too chunky and it's just taking too much space and visibly is taken away from the focal point. And once I'm adhering my bow in place, then I am gently bending this chipboard quote. This one is coming from the Craft O'Clock company. And then I am adding a little drop of the hot glue in both corners of this quote, and I am placing it on top of this heart. I really like the way all the composition is coming up. And to add a little bit bling to my card, to make it looking even more special, I've decided to grab a little pearls. I have this half pearl, I think they're like a 6mm and 3mm, the small one, and I'm just gonna be placing them to accent those, like a lovely, like a leaf pattern on the mandala. Wherever those leaves are coming into this circle, I am placing one pearl, and I'm placing the larger one for the largest leaves and then smaller one for the smallest. In a second you will see all the close-up look how this card beautifully turned out, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you had some good fun. I'm not gonna be posting a video for the next few days, my friends, because we're gonna have some family trip as my son is having his birthday, but I'll come back to you as soon as possible with another video. So thank you so very much for being here with me. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to click onto the Monika's account as well, and stay blessed. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and bye bye.